Hey, the blues is now kicking in.
I'll play the blues for you. I got the blues. Baby girl, I'm blue. So many women wanna call me baby.
And we're back. It's the show. It's the podcast, Giving Them the Blues podcast with your host, Red Almighty. I'm Red Almighty. You're fucking not. We have a very special show this show and a very special guest. My boy, would you like to introduce yourself?
What's up, everybody? Thanks, Red, for allowing me to come on the show. My name is Tevin Cherry, government name, but everybody call me Buster, a.k.a. Buster the Strongman. Glad to be here. What's up, Red? What you got for me tonight?
Man, we got a nice little show going, you guys. As you know, if you've just now tuned in, this is the podcast where usually, hence the lights and the podcast name, we give people the blues. We say things on here that sometimes gonna make you mad, sad, angry, upset, some type of negative emotion, but there's learning in it. And hopefully the learning takes you somewhere, but this is a little different, so we're kind of just doing an interview, get my boy out here. You know, we fuck with the black entrepreneurs and all that shit. So this is just a chance for us to showcase this lovely young gentleman right here. Tell his side of the story, tell how he move, how he do things, how he groove it. And, you know, it's just a all-out fun. Hopefully we have some fun, we have some laughs. Just an interview about you, my boy. Let the people know who the fuck you are. You understand?
I appreciate that. I'm definitely a little gentleman, you know. I'm not even 5 feet. Check me out, though.
But tell them about your confidence, bro. The confidence is what you got the confidence of. Like, what's your confidence height?
My confidence height, my sister used to joke with me all the time. She said, you know, Buster, he don't even stand 5 feet, but in his head, he believe he like 6'2" or 6'4", so.
Yeah, you like right up under me because in my head, nigga, I'm about 7 feet. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay. 6 foot, 7 foot like Lil Wayne.
But you already know. Y'all know the GOAT out here. And if he do battle Jay-Z, sorry, still, Lil Wayne's just that guy, you guys. I'm sorry.
Right. That's right.
But that's neither here nor there. Let's really just get into it, my boy. I got some questions. I want you to knock down some answers. If you can't answer them, that's cool too, but it'll make the interview a little weird. So, you know, just do the best of your abilities.
I got you, man.
Well, you already knocked out the intro. They know your name now. They seen your face. They understand your nickname. But, you got your shirt on?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. See, you brought the shirt. See, and they need to know the entrepreneurial side of you now. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about what is the symbol? Show the symbol for the camera, if you would.
You gotta turn it anyway?
Just a little bit.
This way?
Yeah, just tell them what it is.
Okay. The symbol is basically the symbol basically is a stylized version of a T. So when people look at the shirt, they automatically see the T, which is my name, Tevin. But if you trace on the right, you start on the right and you start tracing down the left, you'll eventually see the S if you really trace and look hard enough. So it stands for Strong Man Tevin. And the name Buster the Strong Man originated from because I had a reputation of always working out and building my body back when I was at Gordon State College from 2010 to 2013. So I worked out with some older people and they always called me the Strong Man. So when I got to Clayton State and I was trying to figure out how to use my degree.
This is a nice backstory.
I came up with Buster. That was my nickname. And then back in the day, I used to watch the strongman competitions. So I put it all together. Buster the Strongman.
It's in the name. I fuck with it. Like,
yeah.
Hey, I'm Buster. I'm into the strongman competition. I am a strongman because he actually ripped. Like, if y'all can see the thing, bro's actually like jacked in here. Like, I'm looking like a little nigga compared to bro. But
Right.
That's cool. So, hold on. You have been starting this since Gordon College. See, okay, background story, y'all. I actually been knowing bro since Clayton State, so I ain't even know that. I just learned something new through this interview already.
Yeah, I went to Gordon State College from like 2010 to 2013, but I got to Clayton in 2013, and when I came to Clayton, the president, Dr. Hines, he had already knew me because everybody was talking about me from, you know, how your name and your word gets out. you go from one school to another, and everybody you start getting known for certain things.
That
and
reputation
stuff like that.
shit, it travel before you even get there. Your name get there before you get there.
So your name and your reputation is all key and all built together. So people like to try and take that stuff for granted, but over my lifetime and even now, I don't take it for granted, basically.
I can dig it. So, we got the backstory. Y'all now understand why he got the symbol, how he got Buster, how he got strong, man. I'm wondering, bro, like, thinking of the business model is one thing, but what is your goal right now as an entrepreneur? Because I see even on social media, I follow you, I be seeing what you're doing. And I'm just like, bro, he got his hand kind of like in everything to the point where you seem like an activist. You seem like a business owner. You seem like a personal trainer, a gym nut, like all of it wrapped up in the things. Like you got some shit going on.
Yeah, I have my hands on a lot of things, but for my brand, my main goal is to be like big and be able to compete like with people like Reebok and Under Armour, because I made it.
Bro.
I made it because I made the strongman gear and stuff like that because I wanted to have my own shit to work out in, basically. So that's what it started with, and it took off from there. And my message also evolved from over time. I basically wanted to get people to work out and stay in shape, but now it's evolved into me trying to rehab and trying to get stronger and be able to walk on my own, and that might segue into one of your other questions, which you want to talk about that?
I slick was, so you taking the words right out of my mouth because I was gonna be like, okay, so backstory. Again, we went to school together. Like I was saying when we was first coming here, I ain't know whether they used to call it a wheelchair, a goat cart, a walker, a scooter. I just used to see him on this thing where he was, assisting him walking. So now even coming here, just seeing him walk up and pull up, I'm like, oh shit, bro, got the leg strength. Okay. So how is that being? Like what?
That's been an ongoing journey. Basically, that journey all started back when I graduated high school because by the time I graduated high school, my parents couldn't afford physical therapy. So I'm sitting here, I'm like, I'm graduating high school.
Bro, hold on, wait, pause, just so I'm understanding. Your parents couldn't afford the physical therapy, so you was just like, hey, instead of sitting around and like bitching and moaning about it, let me get my ass up.
Right. Because my parents' mindset was I had to go to college because I'm from a small town of Thomaston, Georgia.
Bro, you from Thomaston?
Yeah, Thomaston.
I probably should have asked that too. Damn, that's crazy. My
Yeah.
sister was born in Thomaston.
Wow.
It's literally like three lights in that city.
Right, yeah.
It's weird.
The mall is, our mall is Walmart. But anyway.
Oh, but I was gonna say, boy, they got a mall?
No. But anyway, Thomaston has less than 10,000 people.
I believe.
And what a lot of people don't know, I am Thomaston's first black athlete with a disability to compete. I used to be a high school wrestler. So my love for training and being in the gym all evolved from me growing up and being in that environment.
Bro, so you sitting beside me being history right now.
Basically.
I can fuck with it. He humble about it too. Like, hey, man, just in case y'all didn't know, I'm Thomaston, Uno. And I like that. That's real humble the way you doing that shit, bro. And it didn't stop you. And was you whooping ass?
Well, it was real difficult because and this is what a lot of people fail to understand, and I was guilty of it too. When you the first person to ever try something, it's always going to be the hardest because nobody has the blueprint. So I had to really teach myself and train myself on how to wrestle and things like that. And that also translated to, what I'm doing in the fitness. And can you guess how many matches I won in 4 years?
10? I don't know nothing about wrestling. 10 might be a little bit, 10 might be a lot. I don't even know how many. Too high?
Yeah.
But you did whoop some ass, though. 5?
Too high.
3?
I won one match in 4 years. I lost over 150 times.
Shit.
So, but here's the thing, though. I hated losing, and I was always so close. But I struggled with that confidence, and my confidence really got me down, and I dealt with depression and things like that. So I'm like, dang, because, you know, being born into this world with a disability, everybody expects you to lose. So when you finally find something that you're passionate about and you quote unquote know you can be good at, but it don't always pan out for you, that may be making you feel some type of way. So I'm like, shit. So I had to compartmentalize and understand that it wasn't my coach's fault. It wasn't, you know, anybody outside force. I'm like, bro, I really had to draw and dig deep and look inside myself and really figure out, okay, this is how you're going to do this and this is how you're going to do this, because the world is not kind. The world is not going to feel sorry for you, man. So
The world hates a loser.
So you gotta pull yourself up by your bootstraps, and you know, my last match of my high school career, I was finally able to pull it together, and I got my victory. And
Your last match was your first win.
yeah, baby.
But this is some Michael Jordan shit. When he got cut in high school and they said he was gonna be sorry as fuck, he came back and was the GOAT. Like, bro, I fought with the journey, because
Right.
if you had quit literally any other time before that, it would have been all dubs.
Exactly. So transitioning to me graduating high school and getting ready for college, you know, it segues back to my parents couldn't afford physical therapy. So I'm like, shit, how am I gonna build my body? So I go on YouTube, right? I'm looking up CP
YouTube been saving us
exercises.
since forever. Go ahead.
I'm looking up CP exercises, and I'm like, I can't find shit. So I'm mad. And at this time, I'm broke. My mom, we on food stamps and all that other shit. Struggle life, but not forever.
Rash the richest story.
But
True
anyway,
shit.
but
Y'all getting a
anyway.
scoop here.
I just took what I had. I got started. I was working out and recording videos in my mom's hallway. And you guys can go back and look on my YouTube channel of them old ass videos of me being in the hallway. And there's a famous picture that, you know, when I make it big, I want to get it framed. Sitting on the ground in a Derrick Rose jersey. It was a hot ass summer. I'll never forget it. And, you know, I didn't have no tripod and no fancy ass equipment. I just had like an iPad 4th generation, and I was using bowls and cups to set things on top of, creating my tripod so I could shoot my video.
Bro, give me some. Because
And-
that telling you wanted to do the shit, even to the point, just side note here, nigga, this podcast was started off, I used to just pull up on people and do this. Record off the phone. You see where we at now. Keep
Yeah.
going. I fuck with it.
So I'm like, darn. And, you know, my mom didn't know what I was doing. And she was like, and it's a funny story, because before she took the picture, she was like, it's going to be 25 cents for each bowl and 15 cents for each cup. I'm like, Mom, you know we're broke. And she was like, yeah, I know, but we're still trying to get food stamps. Have a good time. And then she was like, hey, I got to take a picture of this. I was like, why? She's like, because this might be history one day. And I was like, all
She
right.
wasn't lying.
Yeah, so she took the picture, and I'm like, I still got that picture. I'll have to find it one day. But anyway.
You're going to find it the day you blow up and be like, damn, Mom Deuce was correct about that shit that happened 5, 10, 20, whatever. years
Right.
ago.
So it's like all of that, all the things and all the lessons I learned on the way to where I am now, they shaped me and molded me. And it wasn't easy. A lot of sleepless nights, a lot of wanting to give up, but I just had to keep going. I had to believe in God. And I thank God for having a strong family, because that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
Just a side note, because I want to understand, too. Which guy we talking about here?
You know, the man upstairs, man.
Which one? It's like 4,000 guys. So just-
Bruh,
I want the people to know who you know, shouting out.
the Christ, man.
Okay, Jesus Christ Christian. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Just getting your faith down, my boy. But okay, I understand it, and it sounds like it sounds like the loved freaking story we all love, to where somebody's the underdog, things are stacked against them. It sounds like one shit handed to you, and through pain, suffering, tears, fears, you still got up off your ass, did something, making something from nothing, nigga. I can really salute that, because it's so many of us who try one thing, fail, and be like, oh, I ain't no good, I ain't down. They self-esteem gets shot down, and that just creates a cycle of just horrible fucking decisions and self-hating. So bruh, I'm loving the story.
Right.
I'm wondering though, who's your biggest influence in all this? Because you said you didn't have a blueprint. You said nobody was there showing you the shit. So where did all the confidence come from besides being in you? You know, most people look up to somebody or have an influencer they see and be like, hey, I want to be like that person.
Where did it come from?
Yeah, like who would you say is your biggest influence?
My biggest influence are my parents. Because what a lot of people don't know is me and my twin brother, we were born 2.5 months premature. And me personally, my brother came home. We were supposed to be born January 16th, 1992.
Mm-hmm.
But we were born November 2nd, 1991.
Shit.
And we were 2 pounds and 10 ounces, me, and 2 pounds and 13 ounces. That was him. So, and with us being born, we were automatically airlifted from the hospital we were born at in Upton County to Kennesaw, to Kennestone in Kennesaw. So, us being born, we had to fight for our lives, and
literally,
yes. And he came home December 25th, Christmas, 91.
I was say Christmas, okay.
Yeah. And I came home January the 8th, 1992. So, and that was because we had to gain enough weight before we came home from the hospital. And during our early years, we were still on ventilators and things like that. So we had round the clock care and
literally fighting for your life. That was not a stretch.
yeah, and my mom, she had to quit her job and basically take care of us for the first couple years of our lives.
I can feel it. I can definitely feel it to the point of if that's your major influence, your parents, that's some heavy shit off rip to where born preemie, not released from the hospital, fighting for lives on the ventilator, and your mom saying, hey, them my boys, gotta get in there, gotta handle that. I can definitely dig that shit, bro. That's a powerful ass story to where I didn't even know you had a twin. So I'm literally learning a lot, but it ain't like nobody just walk around, hey, I got a twin brother. That'd be fucking weird, but okay, I can do it. Let me switch the tone up a little bit right here. Okay, so we talked about your biggest influencer. Who's your biggest supporter out here right now with what you're doing?
My biggest supporter?
Hold on, I be seeing you on IG, and literally, bro, if y'all check his IG, shout your IG out for a second.
Buster the Strongman on Instagram. You spell that Buster _the _Strongman on Instagram.
Follow him, but back to what I'm saying, bro, I be following your stuff. I be following you. Under every picture, it's just hella support. It's hella people saying keep going. It's hella followers. It's just so active that I'm just like, damn, bro. It's to the point where besides what you got going on, people have to fuck with you because, man, you know how it is. You post a picture, somebody might like one thing, but when you see comments on comments, bro, you bring something to people that they really fuck with it so much they come and show love to your page. Mm-hmm. That's a lot. So now I'm just wondering, who's your biggest supporter in your opinion?
And that's hard because it's so many. And I've been able to pull from so many different communities of people. Like I was saying, my family. I have a lot of coaches that follow me and support my content and really support the movement. Have a lot of people from Clayton State always showing love and always looking out for me.
Go Lakers.
To this day. You know, so I can just say I have a large fan base, and I've even had to, you know, with my shirt sales and things like that, I've even had to ship a few shirts overseas before. And I'm like, bro, I ain't never been to any of these countries, but I'm like,
internationally known, boy.
People know who Buster the Strongman is. Like,
hey, and it's only gonna get bigger, bro. It's just hold on. Actually, how long have you been like in the merch sales?
In the merch? Since 2015, actually.
Okay, so 6 years. Boy, give it 4 more. That's a 10-year thing. Most companies breaking 10 years anyway. So at 10, you should be niggas on the moon trying to get your shit. Hell, if niggas already in China trying to get your shit, I can fuck with it.
I'll be dropping new stuff in the spring.
He'll be dropping a mixtape too. Y'all know what the fuck going on. Busta Strong Man in the Atlanta streets. Y'all know how the fuck we coming.
Hey man, I don't rap like I used to though.
Oh, but you used to rap.
I used to freestyle, man.
Man, bust a freestyle.
You know, I ain't finna put no freestyle,
I'm finna tell you, but I can hit a beat in this
man,
bitch. You want
come
to?
on, man.
No, I'm just we keeping it strictly professional here. We're gonna keep stay on topic. But after we get off the show, you know, we're gonna have some drinks. If you know my boy back here, he got the beats, and my other boy got the beats. So, you know, if you want to bust a freestyle, you know, that'd be
I got you. I got you.
Shit. That was another shit.
I got you.
Switching it up. Super random question. Cause we're doing an interview, but I also got to like throw in some shit too. You say you're a wrestler, so you probably got some moves. If you could fight one person in history, who would it be?
If I could fight one person in history,
Yeah.
who could it be? Oh,
You can't say Hitler.
I can't say Hitler.
I feel like everybody just go to Hitler.
Nah, I ain't gonna say Hitler. Let's see. Who do I want to fight? I want to fight. Oh, I know who I want to fight. I want to fight Peyton Manning.
What?
Yeah, Peyton Manning.
What he do to you?
Cause, man, all them years I spent rooting against Tom Brady, thinking this nigga was gonna win the
He
championship.
let you down.
He let me down. And I'm like, in my younger years, I used to fucking hate Tom Brady. And I used to hate Floyd Mayweather because they always won. But you know how you mature and then you grow older. And I'm like,
You
okay.
like, bro, I fuck with that work ethic,
Yeah,
actually.
I'm
Shit.
like, I fuck with they work ethic because it's more like me. I'm like, I can't be like Peyton Manning and have like 5 MVPs and only 2 chips. Nigga, I'm like, I wanna be Michael Jordan. I'm not trying to be no Aaron Rodgers. No. And by the way, he gotta move down my list too, because he stunk up the joint against the San Francisco 49ers. Aaron Rodgers, you suck.
Oh, Aaron Rodgers, if you watching this, we sorry, but no, we ain't actually. You did fuck that up. But it's to the point where I feel that fighting Peyton Manning shit, because a long time I wanted to fight Tom Brady because I used to be like, bro, he breaking my heart. Even so much to where he did that 328 shit to Atlanta. I just like, bro, let's slide on this nigga right now.
Don't talk to me about 28-3 either. I did not watch the news for a week. I was sick.
Bro, but past that, the last thing he just did, I'm sorry to get on sports, y'all. Are you big on football?
Yeah.
Oh, which no,
I used to work at the College Football Hall of Fame. That was my first job.
Shit. Well, on the thing of Tom Brady, bro, what they just tried to do to him when the team he been with, riding with forever, cut him to my you too old, and he won the Super Bowl right after that, legend. Fucking legend.
Definitely.
Because he really was looking at Bill Belichick like, suck my dick.
Right.
Like, fuck wrong with you? Talking about I'm too old, nigga.
He's my GOAT, like, in football.
Oh, definitely, bro. It's a blessing to watch that man. Now, but a couple years ago, I used to be like, fuck Tom Brady. I hope he fall down some slips. I hope Rumpelstiltskin steal his firstborn or some shit. Whatever need to happen for this nigga to feel my rap.
Not Rumpelstiltskin, Red.
Yeah,
No.
He had me hot because I had so much money on that game, and Matty Ice just. Let's not even talk about it. We going back because you bringing up old emotions now.
I'm sorry. You know how fuck niggas be. Like, Matt Ryan need to get traded too.
No, hold on. Now he need to be traded. When he was cold, when he was Matty Ice, it was different.
Yeah. Now he need to be traded.
I don't know. I'm now thinking about just to switch it up a little bit more. So we talked about your intro. We talked about where you going. We talked about what your goals is. We talked about you wrestling. We talked about your twin brother. We talked about your mother. Let's talk about college because I did have a story that I wanted to bring up one time that was okay. So y'all backstory.
And I got a story too.
We gonna go with story on story. So backstory.
Right.
Went to school together. I used to see bro around campus here and there, whatever. I feel like we talked a little bit. Like I knew you anyways, but we used to actually go to parties, and there was 2 parties I specifically remember Buster being in, and he made the joint just that much lit because, not saying I had some biased thing in my mind about like, oh, disabled people don't like to get lit, but there was something in my subconscious like, disabled people don't like to get lit. I had nothing to back that behind. I had no physical evidence or anything to back that. Bro, we in a party with this man in a wheelchair getting drunk, dancing off that shit, getting dances by girls. Like, he holding up the walker while they twerking on it. I just, bro, my mind used to blow. I used to be like, yo, whoa, that nigga over there in the Hot Wheels is lit. Like, what the fuck, bro? Bro.
Not Hot Wheels, nigga.
Bro, expand on that because I just used to be like, again, I'm like 19, 20 at this point. With 2013, I was about 21. But yeah, seeing that shit, I just like, yo, he's not holding back. So even back then, I just like, hey, he different. That man built different. He on a different time because I don't know. That shit was just crazy as fuck to see. But you was having the time of your damn life to where I'm like, hey.
I had to, man. You know, I was roommates with Jarvis, one of the most lit niggas ever. Man, that whole collection of people I used to hang around. Jarvis, my roommate Will, and we had SAGA.
Shout out to CSU Streets, y'all. We know y'all.
Yeah, and the thing that I appreciated about, Jarvis and Will specifically was when I first came to Clayton State, my name was Jarvis Handicapped Roommate. Nobody knew Buster, but everybody knew me as the handicapped roommate. And Jarvis was like, he was like, damn, I can't believe I got the handicapped roommate. And me and Jarvis, we butted heads because it was like a big brother, little brother relationship, man. I'm like, bro, I be going to stole off of this nigga, bro. I'm talking about Will would have to separate us, man. I'm like, man, I thought me and Jarvis were going to swing and we was going to hit. I'm like, bro, I ain't never going to be friends with this nigga, bro. If I see him, if I can catch him on
Nigga said it's on sight.
It's on sight, man.
Bro, hold on.
That's how it was with me and Jarvis.
Because it's just like, bro, I had a walker, so that just means like you were going to beat him up with the walker. I'm dead. But
yeah,
okay.
I'm like, that's how it was with Jarvis. Like,
it smoothed out, though, because again,
yeah,
y'all folks was close.
Yeah, it smoothed out because we came to an understanding that, building that rapport and building that friendship, it takes time, and that's what it happens in a relationship.
Grown men have to talk, bro.
Yeah, grown men have to talk. We have to settle down, and coming to Clayton State, there was a lot of things I didn't know, but it's like Jarvis, he put me on to a lot of stuff, helping me update my wardrobe, helping me dress better, helping me present myself and articulate my words and stop saying all the time, because that's one thing I used to do. So it's like him allowing me to grow up and become more articulate, man. That was everything.
It's like he expanded your horizon.
And another thing that he did was, they used to drink all the time.
Boy, hey, we was Team Loud. Said Jarvis them was the Brew Crew, and that name just speaks to itself. You know what we did, you know what they did.
Yeah, the Brew Crew. All of us, man. We used to drink back in the day. But here's the thing. They allowed me to be myself no matter what they did. Because
can't ask for better friends.
They would party all the time, but no matter what.
Boy, now that I'm thinking about one of the parties that I was just talking about, we was actually at, remember, I think Sid had got a house.
Yeah.
And we was at one of his parties there.
Yeah.
I seen this man getting a twerk. I'm standing on the wall trying to look cool, trying to talk to girls. This man is over there sitting on the wall getting twerk, and I'm just like,
Had to. Hey,
I slick just heard what he said when y'all was on the phone. Previously, he was just on the phone with Jarvis, and he told me to ask you a question. So now I got to ask you that question that he told me to ask you on camera.
You gonna ask me the question?
I wasn't, but with that reaction, now I got to.
Bruh.
So my boy, like you out here, you stun. You get. I be seeing you doing your thing. So how's the relationship with the ladies? You single? You dating? You married? What you got going on?
I'm single.
Okay, next question.
I like being single, man.
You like being a hoe. Oh my God, that's what I just heard. That man said, I like being a thot. What?
Everybody always say that, man. Come on.
If everybody said we can't all be lying, Buster.
Bruh.
We can't all be lying.
It's
some young lady gonna watch this and be like, he is such a cold fucking killer. He cold-blooded.
Hey, man, I don't have to attach myself to anybody, bro. That comes with a lot of pressure.
That sound like some straight pimp shit. Like, girl, I'm not attached to you.
And then I'm like, you have a woman, man, you got to be able to provide for her and be there, and you got to make space. And I'm like, I'm not at that point where I'm ready to settle down with somebody just quite yet. I'm just not. I'm not no asshole, but I'm like, I'd rather be real with you,
You know who said that? I seen a movie with him. Ray Charles said that same shit. That's crazy.
Ray Charles also had
90 kids.
12 kids by like 9 different women total.
Exactly. So you fuck around and fuck around. Buster, you gotta settle down. I'm just talking shit, but look at my life. I'm the last person to tell somebody some shit like that. So, hey, I just wanted to know. But he is an eligible bachelor. Ladies, holla at your boy. Slide in DMs. He out here. Hey,
can't be putting hearts in DMs no more. But
hey, if you now just make me think of another question. If you were a porn star, what would your name be? would it still be the same like logo? Like if you did get into that, just a hypothetical.
That's easy. Buster Cherry.
Oh my god! Hey yo, what?
I swear to God.
Whew, hold on, let me get my composure, boy. I was not ready for that shit because in my mind I'm like, Buster Strong, man.
It's a
Picking
story.
bitches up, bro.
It's a story. It's
Boy,
a
you
story
was-
behind that, though. It's a story behind it, though.
You busting cherries? What you
No.
say? Oh, I was say the
No.
name, the story in the name.
This girl, man, I'm like, I knew her. She's a stripper, so she knew my name and all that other stuff. And she was like, so she knew my last name, and she thought Buster was my first name. So she was like, wait a minute. She was like, what's your real name? And I was like, Tevin. She was like, so your name ain't Buster Cherry? And I'm like, no. And then she started laughing. I was like,
Wait, so your last name is Sherry?
yes, like
That's
the fruit.
fucking crazy.
My name is Tevin Dion, after Deion Sanders, because that's when I was born. And my mom said,
Prime time.
yeah, he was hot.
Yeah,
back then,
yeah,
so
yeah.
She stuck the middle name there.
Deion Sanders gonna watch this shit like what? But you probably not the only one who named Deion from Deion Sanders because that nigga was that nigga.
Yeah, a lot of people gonna be like, what? Some nigga with cerebral palsy talking like this? I'm like, yeah, oh well.
Hey,
Shit.
it's been a blessing to even have you though, bro. Like your sense of humor, even like if y'all could have heard him before we even got in here, before I rolling to the point where we kind of didn't want to laugh, but then we seen him making jokes. We was like, okay, well shit, we rolling with it. Like, hey, fuck it. But you were light, bro, and I fuck with it even to the point where even just reaching out, being here because this shit is lit, and I'm glad we talking and getting your side of the story out where people can understand. You know what you all about because, hey. If y'all not following this, bro, this man is really on it. He really got something going on. He really care about the fucking people, care about the community, and really is gonna be a face in. I give it like 3 years, my nigga. With the way you going, I'm gonna be happy to be like, boy, yeah, I know Buster. He on my show, nigga. Like, why you crazy? Like, yeah, we go way back.
Yeah, I can do that.
You ready for the fame and the glitz?
Huh?
You ready for the fame and the glitz?
Yeah, oh well.
You not tripping?
It comes. when
Would
it
you
goes.
rather be rich or famous?
Rich?
Okay.
Because then I can take care of my family, man. I'm doing this show because, one, a lot of people went to school with me at Clay State, but not a lot of people know the day-to-day and a little bit about my backstory, about how I got to where I got to.
I just learned so damn much in these. I think it's been like 30 minutes. I just learned a fucking lot to the where I don't know, bro. It's like even just last setup question here. What gives you that drive? Like still just going? Because even listening to this whole thing, I'm just like, what is it about people? Is it just a mindset? Or what do you tell people? If you got any advice to people
Any advice I have to people?
about keeping going? Like what keeps you going?
Well, what keeps me going personally is the younger generation. The younger generation, because growing up, I stuck out like a sore thumb. So I was the only one doing what I was doing, and so many people grow up disabled, grow up not being able to do this and do that and do this and do that. And one girl, she went to Clayton State together. Forget her name. No. Tiffany. Her name was Tiffany. She used to date Sid a long time ago. And she asked me, like, Buster, why do you always record yourself working out? And I was like, I'm not only doing this for myself, but I'm doing it for other people. And I want
To show people
kids,
like if
I
you
want
can do
kids to be able to look back at my stuff and be like, hey, I can do it too. And I've been able to cultivate relationships with a lot of moms that have CP and a lot of dads that have children with any type of similar disability to mine. And, I check back with them, almost every week or every couple of weeks or so about their child's progress. And so many people have inboxed me, thank you for your videos. You saved my life. I didn't know what I was going to do with my child. He was like, thanks to you, I can tell my child and I can instruct my child to give it their best. I have no excuses as a parent now. And, I was taken aback by that at first because I'm like,
Bro, you just like a hero. That's some hero Superman shit to where you literally just told me there are kids out there watching your videos saying, hey, I can find strength through this guy. If he can do it, I can do it. And That's heartfelt, bro. I'm finna cry in this bitch, man. Damn, 'cause that's
Don't
some
cry,
real
don't
shit,
cry.
bro. No, that's some real shit to even hear a parent reaching out to you saying, "Hey, I appreciate what you're doing. Keep going. All love. You giving my son or daughter or whatever gender they specify as hope for the future." Like, bro, that's some real deal spiel shit. Like, I can dig it. I fuck with it.
Thank you. But I got one story though.
Go ahead. Let me hear the story.
All right. I'm gonna slap a disclaimer. To my homegirl, Binky Shine, I'm sorry for telling this story, but I got to.
I don't know, Jasmine.
Yeah. Homegirl, it's family, but gotta tell this story.
Let's hear it.
It's all about Magic City. 1, 2, 3. All right. So, it's September 2015. Right?
But not you know the date.
Yes, I know the date. All right.
I know this is gonna be a good story.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good story.
Go ahead.
So check it out. September 2015. Imagine you being in college and refund drop, right?
Oof.
So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get like 3 vans back, right?
Right.
So I'm like, okay, gotta divvy this for myself and divvy this for my dukes and the family, and then I'm gonna just take this a little bit and go to Magic.
Okay, at least you a dude with his priorities straight. Like, I gotta handle my bills, and then I gotta throw money on the hole.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what I did, right? So I'm like, I got out of about 500, and I hit up my homeboy Will, and he was like, "Buster, we gotta go party with you." He was like, "When we going to Magic?" I was like, "We gotta go to Magic," and Will was like, "Yeah, nigga, we going to Magic." And he was like, "Hit Binky up." So I text Binky and I tell her I'm coming. She was like, "Are you coming by yourself?" I'm like, "No." And she was like, "You bringing
Squad
people?"
gang in this bitch.
And I was like, "You bringing people?" I was like, "Yeah, my homeboy Will and his friends." So me, Will, and about 5 of his friends, we all hopped in the car after taking me by the Wells Fargo ATM, not too far from Clean State, and we took out the money and we headed to Magic.
Okay.
And it was a Wednesday, and Wednesdays at Magic, it's a little slight night. You know, you might see
You
some.
talking to an ATL? Yeah, it's bro. Hold on, Magic every night, but I get what you're saying with the win.
Yeah, it's alright. It might be a slow night. You might see somebody there. So we get there, we figuring out, we paying. You know, we sitting back, watching, waiting on the girls and stuff like that. So
Right.
I'm like, darn, this gonna be boring. But I'm like, I'm still gonna throw all this money because that's what I got it for. And
Right.
and I'm like, darn. And then Will was like, man, I hope you can smoke in here. So pulls out the weed, rolls up the weed, and he goes with the security guard. He was like, hey dude, can you smoke in here? Then security guard was like, hell yeah. And Will was like, okay, we finna get started.
Say less.
So I had money, Will had money, so Will gave me some. So I started getting some dances from just people on the floor and stuff like that. So
As you should.
I'm getting my rhythm. But it was this older guy in the club, and he motioned me to come over to him, right? So he handed me some money, and he was like, go over here. And I was getting to dance from this chick, that chick, and it just went everywhere. And then
Some random dude in the strip club.
Yeah.
Bro,
So
you
I'm
gotta
like,
love Atlanta.
yeah, so I'm like, he was just giving me money, and I'm like, bro, I don't want to take this money from you. He was like, man, go ahead, man. I'm a boss at State Farm. He was like, I got plenty of bread. So
You remember this man's job? Okay. go
yeah.
ahead.
So I'm like, he was giving me money. He was buying me a bunch of alcohol. So you know, you can get some more alcohol, and you get some more.
Never seen him
Like,
again,
bro,
probably. But
never seen him
that's
again.
an Atlanta story with some lit ass shit happen. You never see that person.
Never
again.
seen him again.
It was an Atlanta angel.
Yeah, never seen him again. But he was buying me alcohol, shots, and a bunch of Coronas. So, you know, you drinking, you feeling yourself, you feeling the music. And the DJ, he started calling me out over the radio. He was like, y'all pussy ass niggas, bro, y'all ought to be ashamed of yourselves. You got Lil Thug in here. I was calling everybody, so he kept calling me Lil Thug. And he was like, I'm calling him that because he kind of short. So I'm like, I'm just going everywhere, going crazy. And And Binky, she overprotected. She nice and all the other stuff. She don't want me to fall. And she's like, Buster, don't give away your money. And I'm like, I'm throwing all this money.
Girl, I'm lit.
So I'm like, we going back and forth. And she kind of teased with me now because I won't sit down. So I'm still throwing money. And she's like, please sit down. I'm like,
were you drunk at this point?
So I'm drunk.
Oh, yeah, boy, you lit.
I'm not listening to her, bro. So she get mad. So I'm like, so I'm heated with her. And I'm like, bro.
You heated with her, she trying to help your ass.
Yeah, I'm heated with her.
Gotta love drunk people, boy.
Yeah, I'm heated with her, but she trying to help me. So I'm like, bro. I'm finna just dig in my pocket and give her some money so she can leave me alone. So I reach in my pocket, I take out like $40. And she's like, Buster, is this for me? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, oh. And she hugs me and she walks off. And, at this point, I don't see her for a little bit. So time keep going by. At this point, I done took over the whole flow. Not VIP, but the whole entire flow. Everybody got their eyes on me. And everybody, I'm famous and they know my name. It's Lil Thug. So time comes. Spend all my money. It's time to go. I'm like, all right, I'm finna go. So I'm dashing towards the door.
Right.
And at this time, that Dirty Sprite 2 was popular, right? So Blow It Back came on. And I had to stop, because I like the song and I'm getting my groove on and everything. And
the power of Future.
Yeah,
It said DS2? Hold on. I'm back in here.
Yeah, Future had me in the groove. So dude about to cut the lights on. Well, almost cut the lights on, but he was like, it's time to go. But he was like, we got to give it up for Lil Thug. And I'm sitting there. I'm about to dart out the club because I'm out of money because I know it's time to go.
Right.
I ain't going with none of these women. So I'm like, nah, I'm finna go. All of a sudden, I'm lifted up out of the air because the DJ wanted everybody to see who I was. And guess where I end up?
Where?
I end up on stage. So I'm on stage with the dancers. And he was like, the DJ was like, this Lil Thug, this the one, this the nigga that out through all of y'all tonight. I want y'all to get a good look at him. He kind of short, but we got to give it up to him. We had a good time. So I'm like, I'm on stage, and what do? And I'm drunk, so I'm falling, I'm stumbling all over my stuff, like, oh, Lord. So I'm holding on to the strippers, and I'm dancing with them, and then, it get quiet in the club all of a sudden, so I'm talking to the DJ. And I'm like, hey, DJ, start the music. And he was like, what's up? What you got? And he was like, I was like, I got a talent. I got a trick. And he was like, hey, man, don't do no crazy shit. And if you throw up on the stage, we gonna have to get your friends to take you out the club, basically. So we dancing. So I was like, I'm on the ground, right? And I'm still on stage, and I'm on the ground, right? So I get on the ground. I'm drunk, mind you. I press up in the air and like a handstand to do some handstand push-ups, and all of a sudden, all this money flies.
Everybody was probably like, nigga, what?
Yeah, I'm like, bro, it was magical, bro. Like,
a magical story of Magic City. Boy.
All this money just flew out of nowhere, and it's like,
I could just see somebody being there. Like, I came for the strippers, but that last bit of entertainment really moved my heart. I had to throw some money on that man.
Yeah,
that's crazy,
bro. I'm like, I had all the strippers hugging me and all the other stuff. I had like 5 hugs. So I'm like, damn, I gotta enjoy this night, because I'm like, the next day, I know I am not gonna be that nigga, because I'm finna go back to being normal.
Another story of Atlanta, and that's how it be, bro. You gotta have them highs while you have them highs, because when you wake up in the morning, you realize, hey, it was a thing.
Right.
But either way, my nigga, I'm glad you came through all the way. I'm glad we had this guy to interview. Hopefully, I can get your ass out here again. Wait, how far you had to come?
Shit, 30 minutes.
Oh, shit, that's better than what I thought. I thought you lived in like Marietta or something.
I live in Atlanta.
Oh, well, all right then. Well, this has been another episode of Giving Them the Blues. We're going to sign off real quick. Do you want to shout out anything else you got going on real quick for them?
Let's see. Got another podcast, Move Wave podcast.
Whoa, you finna shout out a podcast on my podcast? Nah, I just fucking with you. Go ahead, bro. I'm
Gotta
fucking
let
with you.
people know the announcement.
Nah, let them know. Let them know.
You guys can also follow me at Buster_the_strongman. I'll be dropping merch around March or April. Be on the lookout for that. And y'all make sure y'all follow Red and check out the podcast because it's pretty good, pretty lit. I'm going to come back on again, give some updates, and hopefully I'll be able to drop off some merch for you, bro.
Next time you come, you're going to have a goddamn story about Blue Flame or some shit because that was a crazy ass story.
Hey, man.
But
had to tell the story. I got to go back to Magic, by the way.
oh, the Magic watch that. That's him. That's that little nigga on my stage doing the upside down push-ups. But hey, it's all been love. It's all been fun, bro. Again, appreciate it. We signing out for now, y'all. Like, subscribe, hit the button, click, all that good shit. Follow the podcast at GetB_podcast on IG. Follow my goddamn cameraman. It's Billy Cinematic and this bitch. Y'all know what the fuck going on. Gang, gang. We out of here. Peace.
Hey, the blues is now kicking in.
I'll play the blues for you. I got the blues.